And so it's just kind of a way, because in this game there's multiple build system MBS, and what that allows you to do is, like, let's say you can queue up all your gateways. Like, let's say you have 10 gateways, you can put them all in one key, and if you want to build zealots, you can just hit Z 10 times and it'll queue up one in each gateway. So in that sense, you know, the macro has been reduced a little. It's a little easier to do. So they put in some of these macro mechanics to, like, force you to have a little extra APM and not devalue APM too much. It looks like he is going to try to block off his ramp. I have no idea if Zerglings can slip up there. They very well might be able to. I honestly can't tell you. It looks like he is sending up a little attack here. 4 Zerglings and a Roach on the way. So we'll see what kind of damage that can do. I think Roaches are ranged units. They're fairly effective. Let's see if it tells me right here. Yeah, they do have a little bit of range. They have 3 range, so he's going to have to move those Zealots off there. It looks like he's getting the Twilight Council. I also don't know the tech tree very well, so I don't know as far. I think that might be for the Colossus from the robotics facility. So we'll see how well these Roaches can be microed away from these Zealots, but he's got a good surround on this one, so he's going to do some damage here. Probably going to lessen, yeah, he's done some damage there, but here come the Zerglings coming back in to help in this battle. Roach is hitting on the Zealots, but Zealots are all in reasonably good health. And let's see, down at his base we see that has he taken a second gas yet? No, he's not. He does have a Spine Crawler, which is like the static defense for the Zerg, but it's not like static. It can actually uproot and move around, and then reroute and move. And it looks like Nony's going to be able to clean this up with his Zealots. And looks like he's just kind of massing Zealots, and see, his Twilight Council's done, so I don't know what he's going to build here. I don't know if he is going to try to build the Colossi. It looks like he needs a robotics bay. I don't know what the Twilight Council was for then. Is he getting it? Yeah, there's the robotics bay. So it looks like he's going to be going for Colossi. And the way Colossi works, from what I've seen, is they've got like 2 lasers that kind of will sweep along the map, and like anywhere in those lasers takes area of effect damage, like splash damage. So they're pretty effective at dealing with, you know, larger groups of weaker units. So it looks like he's going Zealots and Colossus. And we do see a Spire starting here, and this is interesting because I don't think Nony's going to see this as an observer. No, he is definitely going to miss the Spire. He does not see the Spire going up from David, so I don't think he's going to get anti-air defense, which means that these Mutalisks, they're going to be on the way. They're just going to be able to wreak havoc in his base. Nony's not going to have an answer for it. So that doesn't look good for Nony. I mean, his observer just missed that nice placement there by David to hide it out of the way. If only Nony would have flown that observer literally, you know, a centimeter more, he would have seen that Spire and been able to do something about it. But I do not see him. He looks like he's just continuing with Zealots and presumably getting Colossus. And I don't think Colossus attack air. And as we can see here, we've got the upgraded Overlord. This is like the detector version of the Overlord floating, and I don't know what it's going to try to do. I mean, it's completely safe, but as we can see, it's floating in here. And Changeling. Okay, that's interesting. It looks just like a Zealot. I don't know if let's see if we can see from Nony's perspective what he sees. I don't know what to say to that. It seems like he can differentiate. I don't know what it does. Maybe it's just a spy and Nony can't attack it because his units believe it's one of their own. I honestly have no idea. But it looks like it did either just kill it or it just left. Or maybe it's better in chaotic circumstances, it blends in. I honestly have no idea how that works. And as you can see, for a while here, he's had his queen, which allows him to get like 4 extra larvae at a time. Yeah, as you can see them spawning right there. And that's pretty nice because it just allows way better macro. I mean, 1 hatchery, you know, 7 larvae at a time, that's crazy. And let's see, we should see Mutalisk on, yeah, there are Mutalisk on the way right now. And it looks like Nony is moving out here, so this is going to be pretty interesting. I mean, I don't know how much damage Nony's attack can really do with those Mutalisks. He's going to be... And I don't think he's developed any anti-air in his base, and no, he hasn't. Is he making any? Continuing to make Zealots, so no, he's not. So I think his only bet here, when he sees these Mutalisks, is going to be to run to David's base and try to do as much damage as he can before the Mutalisks get back, and hope that in the meantime he can build up some anti-air. And here are the Mutalisks flying in right now. I mean, Nony's got no answer for this. They're just going to be able to camp over the pros and do damage. And obviously Nony's army can't fight them, so I think he's got to run to David's base. I don't know why he's going... Yeah, that seems like the best.